Hello, class. Today we are talking about the metaphysical and astrotheological meanings of the name J.A.S.O.N. So let's get into it. And right off bat, the name J.A.S.O.N stands for July, August, September, October, and November. And the best way to break this down is the story of J.A.S.O.N and the Argonauts. It is a Greek mythology story about J.A.S.O.N and 50 of his companions retrieving the golden fleece of a ram in the area of the Caucasus Mountains. On a astrotheological level, it is about the sun leaving out of the zodiac sign of Aries and its rotation through July, August, September, October, and November. And let's break it down to further show that this is an astrotheological story. We have the famous Heracles, which is the Greek version that breaks down in Hercules in the Roman version, which is Heracles in the ancient Kemetic version, which is old ancient Egyptian. And I have Haru underlined because Haru is the youngest version of the sun as it starts to rotate through the zodiac, aka our solar system. And then we have the brothers Pollux and Castor. And they have the same mothers, but different fathers. Castor, his father is a mortal king, and Pollux, his father is Zeus. And Zeus, on an astrotheological level, is the planet Jupiter. And Castor, he eventually dies because he's not immortal. And Pollux loves him so much that he wants him to be immortal with him. So he asks Zeus to make Castor immortal. He grants that wish, and Zeus makes them the two brightest stars in the constellation of Gemini. So when you look up at night in your telescope, which you should have a telescope, and in the constellation of Gemini, the two brightest stars that you see are Pollux and Castor, which is the Greek version. And in in Roman, Romulus and Remus are the version of Pollux and Castor. And in Judeo-Christian, Pollux and Castor are Jacob and Esau. And again, they might not align up the same in the stories, how the story goes, but remember, these are stories that are told down through millennia that have the same theme, but are told in different ways. Just like my favorite movie of the 90s, which was Face Off, Nicolas Cage and his brother were called Pollux and Castor. These are all metaphysical, astrotheological stories told in different ways. And you can find Pollux and Castor in Acts 28 and 11. Then J.A.S.O.N and the Argonauts must retrieve the golden fleece of a ram located in Caucasus, which is in the Caucasus Mountains. Understand, the ram just represents Aries, and Aries is the zodiac sign of March 21st through April 19th. But I say March 22nd through April 21st. Why? Because the 22nd is the Passover day. But just long as you understand the principles, is nothing to argue about. And understand that on the mythological level, this is about J.A.S.O.N and the Argonauts retrieving the golden fleece. But on a astrotheological level, this is the Greeks telling a story of the sun leaving out of the zodiac of Aries, so the people who are hearing this story understand what they need to do far as how to live in the months of July, August, September, October, and November. And again, if you need some help understanding this, the best thing I can do for you is offer you the book, The Secret Teachings of All Ages by Manly P. Hall. It is the Bible to metaphysics and astrotheology. And lastly, I wanted to let you know that Jason and the Argonauts is the same story as Abraham and Isaac. What happens with Abraham and Isaac? Abraham is about to sacrifice his son, but God stops him and says, there's a ram in the bushes. You execute the ram instead of your son. And these stories might not line up the same way, but understand the common theme of both stories is the ram. Remember, the stories are not told in the same ways, but they have the same theme. So this has been the metaphysical and astro-theological meanings of the name J.A.S.O.N. This is all I have for today. Class dismissed.